name is Magali Rolando. I work in school, in music school here in Havana, in Mariana. I am piano teacher for children for 7 years to 14, 16 years. In this school they learn classic music for many instruments, flute, piano, guitar, bass, percussion, many things. And at the same time they recite the general signature, mathematics, physics, chemistry, history, geography, biology, everything. It's a professional school because when they finish with us, they continue to another school very hard. They finish to 20 years and it's possible they are going to work in many groups, classic music, opera music, along with everything that they want. But at the same time, I work in the group Vocal Baobab. The group have now 21 years of age. We stay now in the Hotel Inglaterra, all the Tuesday and the Afro-Cuban performance. Our music is based in the Afro-Cuban chant, or the Afro-Cuban religion. But at the same time, we mistake with Caribbean rhythm, like reggae, Brazilian rhythms too. And we have the rumba included in the repertoire, in English and in Portuguese. Mm-hmm. And we finish our spectacle, our performance with the carnivals, with the congas, with the carnival, Cuban carnivals. It's possible for the people that stay in the hotel, dance with us, sing with us, because we have the connection with the people.
Mi nombre es Daniel Atíez Sanz, soy un artista cubano que trabaja fundamentalmente dentro del entorno de las artes plásticas. Mi obra tiene los elementos que están implícitos en la cultura cubana, nuestra cubanía mezclada con el África y Europa a través del simbolismo, recreando todos los elementos desde nuestro mar, nuestro cielo, nuestra tierra, nuestra vegetación, la presencia femenina en mi obra, a través de este lenguaje surrealista y mágico heredado de los grandes maestros del arte universal como Pablo Picasso, Joan Miró, Wilfredo Lama. Estos elementos los traigo a colación con la cultura actual, con nuestros elementos actuales, para dar un entorno algo contemporáneo, algo actual, desde mi punto de vista como un creador cubano.
¿Dónde tú estudiaste? No me mires, ¿dónde tú estudiaste?
Estudié en la Academia de Arte.
No, mira, yo estudié,
Yo estudié en la Academia de Arte de San Alejandro, además de la Facultad de Arquitectura en la Universidad de La Habana. Y además soy graduado de Ingeniería del Instituto Superior José Antonio Echeverría aquí. He realizado esculturas en Cuba, fuera de Cuba, Cabaret Tropicana, Hotel Panorama, Hotel Palco, Harry Brother, Valencia, España. He tenido la oportunidad de exponer en New York, en Mónaco, en Macerata, Italia, en Essen, Alemania, y en Cuba, en muchos lugares hace alrededor de 20 años. Esto es parte de mi vida. Este trabajo pueden ver los colores de Cuba, el azul, el color de nuestro cielo, el color de nuestro mar, el rojo, la fuerza de Cuba, del Caribe, algunos elementos de la vegetación, la palma, que es nuestro árbol nacional, nuestro sol, nuestra tierra, nuestro mar, los elementos muy auténticos que nos identifican en el Caribe, en el mundo.
Hello, I am Juan Antonio Picasso. I live here in Cuba, Havana. In 1997, the foundation of Malaga, Pablo Ruiz Picasso, decided to make investigation here in Cuba about the Picasso families, the black family of Picasso. In that investigation, they may find that grandfather of Pablo Picasso arrived to Cuba in the end of the 19th century, and he created a family here when he married with a free woman, a slave named Cristina Serra. The family, from this moment, they have 4 children, until the present was a big family of black Picasso here in Cuba. Now, when I say that the only of that Picasso here in the present, there is a paint sense, my person. The name of this man was Francisco Picasso Guardeño. He will work at Havana, here in Havana, and married with Cristina Serra. They create a family, and the family was staying in the ancient Cienfuegos. And Pablo Picasso knew about the family here in Havana thanks to his friend Wilfredo Lang, that he was lived here in Cuba near of the family Picasso. For many years, Pablo Picasso had the idea to know his family here in Havana, but this was impossible. Even when the revolution, he made conversation with the new government, and the visit here to Havana was impossible to know the family. Until the moment, never heard the government talk about the black people or the family of Pablo Picasso here in Havana. Until this moment, that were interested on another country. Year ago, Malaga was present a documentary, the Black Picasso of Havana, in a festival of Malaga. In that moment, we was represented by one of the men of the family, and never the Euro people, the Euro family of Picasso was interested in this success. And some moment somebody asked about the relation, about the family of the Cuban Picasso and the Europe's Picasso. And we said that we had no relation. We are not refused the idea. In some moment we their relation, but I saw that they have shown more interest in this aspect, only the cultural way. When I say my works, from the beginning try to create a personal identity. Many people like see about the Picasso paint, another Picasso paint is the same that Pablo Picasso do, is wrong. From the first moment I try to create my personality in my work. In my work I defend the culture Afro. Always there is a voice, there is an Afro voice that speak about the problem around me. Maybe immigration, maybe the fight, social fights, maybe ecology, and there is always different aspects that I try in my work. I would like to speak about my work. In my work, represented by the Afro Cuban, I try in all moments to avoid about the different problems, different topics that happen here in Cuba, that happening around the world. I made different studies and I saw that the Afro in the art in Cuba always representative the origins, and I said that I was not representative the origin in my work. My ancestor would believe on the origin, but I always have the idea that we, the black people, the people that believe on the origin, the people that believe in the religion, have to dedicate his work to the another aspect of the life and not always dedicate for the religion. This picture I show another motive of my work art, the preoccupation of the thinking of the man. For example, I remember that in some moment that I committed to the church, I never see a black angel, and I and I was very worried about never in any church I could see an angel, black angel, and I decided to create my black angel because we are born angel. This is the name of this picture. This is a black people that is an angel too. That is another motive of my work, the preoccupation for all that is around me. For example, in this work, representative the motive of a group of work that I did the last year. The name of the series called Guitars. Guitars was a series that I chose and I prepared for the show in New Year's in this year. And this is one of these guitars that I paint for a year to the show in the United States. In many moments, my work is about the abstract and the figurative abstract. Maybe the necessity I have to create. That is the work that I create by the abstract elements. It's only that. This work is from the series Freedom that I do 2 years ago.
Sofía Herrera. Mi mamá francesa, mi papá de Cuba. I'm Cuban from Havana, my dad is. I left Cuba from the age of 3. I do wish I could go back there, but because of the situation, the governmental situation in the past, it prohibited me from returning back there. And if I could go back there, that would mean only as a tourist, and I believe I should be able to go back to my country freely. Living in London, there is not many Cubans in this country. I'm being serious. A lot of them have either escaped to the Caribbean, Jamaica, or certain parts in America, or ran away to parts in South America, to be honest. And as a person who is Cuban, I think that we should, I don't know, be able to go back to our country to formalize as one, because of obviously my family, they ran away when it was a crucial time back in the day before we became communist now. And because of those kind of decisions that my parents made, the government, not on behalf of my parents, but on behalf of any of the Cuban citizens who decided to flee, that they are no longer a Cuban citizen. The best things about Cuba is that the people there are really friendly. When I mean really friendly, like they will offer you food, drink, you know, if there's any problem that they can resolve or fix, they will try and help you in that situation. They have one of the world's bestest hospitals there. There are quite a few people who actually do speak Spanish and English over there. The people there are very genuine, do you know what I mean? It shows you that you don't have to be from a rich community to be able to associate and have fun. It shows that you can come from any type of background and be able to associate and come together as a unity. It doesn't matter if you're a tourist, if you're actually Cuban, wherever you come from.
At the moment in the world,
En este momento en el mundo,
they're crying out for culture.
la cultura
They want to see how people live in other parts of the world.
quieren ver cómo viven las demás personas en otros lugares del mundo.
Obviously, life is difficult here in Cuba.
Honestamente, la vida aquí en este país para nosotros es bastante
So we have to
difícil.
be very ingenuitive to survive.
Por tanto, tenemos que luchar mucho para sobrevivir.
We have to be very together to survive, sharing.
Tenemos que estar unidos para poder sobrevivir y además divulgar.
And you have to be very resilient.
Tenemos que ser muy conscientes.
So I'm not going to tell you anything that you already don't know
Por tanto, yo no voy a decir a ustedes nada de lo que ya nosotros sabemos.
when it comes to survival or when it comes to living in Cuba.
Pero cuando viene por la supervivencia y cuando viene por la vida aquí en Cuba,
It's time from now.
porque no quisieron haber fotografiado nada de los años pasados,
When everything's been reconstructed,
cuando todo ha sido reconstruido,
when people can't see exactly what we've been through,
cuando las personas pueden observar los cambios,
we want to capture you now.
es lo que estamos estimando en estos momentos.
Now, what I see for Cuba is a brighter future.
Cuando estoy mirando el futuro privado de Cuba,
It's what I've observed from seeing the children,
es lo que he observado en los niños,
beautiful weather,
el clima tan maravilloso que tienen,
the country, the people.
el país, las personas, el pueblo.
So what we want to do is see if we can ignite the interest of the people back home.
Nosotros sí nos podemos llevar la impresión de nuestro pueblo, o sea, del país nuestro.
And I will just say to you that we met some young people
Y quiero decirles que conocimos a muchos jóvenes
in England who are Cuban descendants.
en Inglaterra que son descendientes cubanos,
And the lady that I saw,
y la señora que vi
she must have been about 20.
debería más o menos tener 20 años,
And she explained that her family had to leave Cuba.
y explicó de que su familia tenía que abandonar el país Cuba.
You all understand the story.
Ustedes no entenderán esta historia,
But she wants to come back.
pero ella sí quería retornar a su país.
So what I'm saying to you is that there's hope.
Por lo que les estoy diciendo a ustedes,
And as you heard earlier on, there was this lady here who's from the Caribbean.
esta señora es del Caribe,
has done that. She's reconnected to her Cuban family.
O sea, que se unió a sus familiares cubanos allá en el país. Estoy muy contenta en haber visto la carrera. Porque me recuerda de su abuela, de la isla, de su color mestizo, si tenía una fiebre o un catarro. Su hermana de hoy, en estos momentos es mayor que ella. Entonces, la condición de asociada de honor.
Enrique.
So Henry Enrique.
Explain
your connection to Muhammad Ali, so we understand, yeah?
Sí, where is nephew, your Muhammad Ali, nephew, your family. Muhammad live in United States, live in you. But I born in Angola. You understand? Repeat. My family, father, mother in Angola.
How old was you then? How your age in the Olympics? How old?
In the Olympics, 38. Muhammad Ali is very major.
He's older than you.
Older. Muhammad is big.
Taller. Okay, but you know him before. You know him?
Hey, you know him? Yeah.
You meet him, Muhammad Ali?
Sobrino.
You meet Muhammad Ali?
Sí.
Explain. Tell them.
Muhammad family. The every tourist is you. Muhammad Ali is destroy. Muhammad Ali is family. Muhammad Ali is far away. Store. But he's there. Well, I don't know. And the grandson, you teach him for family. For you teach. For you, they put to the family. They keep the boxer family. And my grandson, you teach. Privately enrich for my grandson. My grandson now 6 years. When you 12, 30 years, begin the boxing in gimnasio en Cuba. Yo teacher, private.
Soy el artista generoso Betancur anciano. Mi tema a desarrollar como artista en los años que yo en la plástica es afrocubano.
He is the artist Generoso Betancur anciano. His art is about the Yoruba and the African arts.
lo que hago en mi obra, o trato de desarrollar en mi obra, es el legado de mis ancestros.
And he put in his art el legado de sus ancestros.
Tal es así que soy sacerdote, yoruba, santero, como le llaman acá en América.
And he is sacerdote, prior in the Yoruba religion. He have the santo Ochun and Obatala.
Y Shango,
And Shango, because Shango is not
Shango es mi defensor.
Because Shango is her what can I say? Defensor, es su defensor Shango. Okay.
Nuestras raíces africanas están nuestras raíces están muy ligadas a África.
Our root is unido with Africa, because Africa is his and my ancestors.
Toda nuestra cultura mayormente está basada en la africanía. Tal es así que hago escultura, pinto, restauro imágenes y todas tienen la misma temática.
His art is restored paint, the knife paint, and do a sculpture. El tema, the thematic is Africa.
Porque yo siento que estoy comprometido en mi obra, quiero tratar de desarrollar lo que no pudieron hacer mis ancestros.
Because he feel in his art the influence from her ancestors. This is very important for he.
Toda mi obra está cargada de una espiritualidad, quizá inclinada por esa fuerza ancestral.
His art is have the influence behind his because he feel the ancestral energy.
Creo que ya está todo ahí.
Well, he says this is all for.
Lo que los invito a que vean mi obra y los varios premios que he ganado. Ya.
And he invites to see in his house the art and the sculpture and his king Shango.
Orisha and the traditional, because it comes from a Yoruba practice in Nigeria, the Yoruba culture. So it moved around the Caribbean, so it's not just Cuba, but it also is very prevalent in Trinidad as well. And in Trinidad they call Shango Baptists, you know, and so they have Orisha in Trinidad, but it's a different type of Orisha. They also have it in Brazil as well, but it's candomblé in Brazil.
I descendant of the Ashanti, Ghana, Africa, and the Arawak Indian in Jamaica. It's my mother, my grandmother, and the two ethnia is do the mezcla, you know, and I am the proof, Ashanti and Arawak Indian. I in Cuba. My mother live with me in Cuban. She is descendant to the Arawak Indian. My father is dead, I'm sorry, and he is the proof to the Ashanti of God. I have a poem. My poem is name is Identity, and I give to you and say, de origen África Ashanti, Jamaica English, Arawakana. Soy guantanamera, español hablante cubana.
africano sortilegio del Antiguo Testamento, en la espiral de la vida haciendo, descubro quién soy, de dónde vengo y a dónde voy. Ruge en mi sangre África, alimenta mi espíritu Jamaica, Cuba reconforta mi alma. Confundida en las ciudades, los montes y los desiertos, verde azules montañas han modelado mi cuerpo. Al arrullo de 4 mares me acuna el viento. Soy Achanti, soy Esenia, soy mambisa, cimarrona descendiente de Dogón. Alimenta mi espíritu Cuba, reconforta mi alma Jamaica, África corre por mis venas. Y en esta estupenda mezcla, en fin, caribeña, I am. ¿Ok?
Yo la vi cuando se estaba bañando, yo la vi cuando bailaba el sol, caminé, va caminando, bañándose sin jabón. Yo la vi cuando se estaba bañando, yo la vi cuando bailaba el sol. Ella se bañaba en la playa, en la península, yo la vi cuando se estaba bañando, yo la vi. Parece que el agua de río me hizo mucho daño. Para mi gente de España le voy a cantar. Yo vengo cantando con maña, no te quiero improvisar. Hay una cosa bien linda que yo tengo con antojo. Me gusta cantar, ay, linda, Belinda, cuando yo miro los bellos. Hay mujeres, mi pollo candela, se quedó dormida y no. Dígalo. Apagó la vela. Un aplauso a una niña de España, nada más.
Mi nombre es Inés Cerquera Salavarría.
My name is Inés Cerquera Salavarría.
Trabajo en una escuela primaria.
I work in the school the first time.
En el municipio de Trinidad.
In the city Trinidad.
Cuban people are special people. We have Africans in our blood, European also those elements in our blood, ancient elements, Chinese elements in our blood, and also the Aborigines from America, from different parts of America, is also in our blood. That's why we are special. We work wherever. and on everywhere. We are like small seals pointing for big trees around the world. So you told me about the different studies, but here in Cuba we're making something similar, related to persons. For instance, something that most of the people in America didn't talk is about the Indians. What happened with those Aboriginal persons who lived here? That they almost disappeared. They were accepted. They were mixed with everything. So we are trying to find what happened not only with them, but how is the composition of Cubans. We are Cubans, all of us, but they are whites, blacks, and a person who are almost Chinese, a lot of them. So we are trying to make some studies about this, because at the time of the revolution, most of those persons were apart in society. So at the time of the revolution, we became as person, most of persons for us. We can study, we can participate of everything in society. We became professionals, doctors, masters, engineers, almost everything, without paying anything. So we are accepted, better accepted in society. We don't have any problem with racism here in Cuba. We try to do our best almost all the time. But those studies can help us to find who we are, from whom we came, not only the black, but those who are almost Chinese, who didn't know why they are Chinese. Maybe they are really black, but Chinese eyes, or they have a straight head, but really black. Or white with the hair like a kinky almost all the time. So that's very because there is a strong mix in our society. Sometimes it's difficult to see a really black man like me nowadays in schools, because there is a strong mix. Yes.
And I'm African-Canadian, born in Toronto. I'm in Cuba on vacation today. It's really fun here. And what I noticed so much about Cuban people, they look so healthy and strong, beautiful, bright. And being a food specialist and a holistic nutritionist, I want to spread the word that eating this way can promote more healthy way of living, an optimal way of living. Through eating this way, you'll feel more healthy, have more energy, think more clearly. But between me and you, if you don't try it, you won't know. So I want to pass the word on to all of you that in order to feel better, you have to watch what you eat. And usually that comes from back home. Back home, you have your natural foods. And Africa has a lot of those natural foods in which they brought over to through the slaveries here. We eat that today. Fufu, stew, we have many provisions, and we keep to our natural traditions, which makes us feel like we're at home, because home is where the heart is.